Hey there, my dear one. I want you to lean in close because I have something really special to share with you today. You see, I am creating a divine opportunity just for you. Yes, you heard that right. This isn't just any chance or random twist of fate. It's something crafted with love, just for your life, your path, and your heart. Have you ever felt like you were waiting for something big? Something just right to come along and open a door? Well, I want you to know that that moment is near. I'm working behind the scenes, gently moving things, aligning stars, and setting the stage so that opportunity can walk right up to you and say, "Hey, I'm here for you." Now, I know sometimes life feels like a jumble of chaos and confusion. You might wonder if anything good is really on the horizon. Maybe you've been through some tough seasons and your heart is a little tired. That's okay. I see all of that. And I am here with you. This divine opportunity I'm creating isn't about rushing or forcing things. It's about perfect timing. Your perfect timing. Are you ready to trust me a little more today? To believe that what's coming is designed just for you, with your dreams, your needs, your growth in mind. I'm curious, do you feel that stirring inside you right now? That little spark that says, maybe something's about to change. That's me, gently nudging you to open your heart wider. I want you to imagine what this opportunity could look like. It could be a new job, a fresh friendship, a creative spark, or a chance to heal something old. Whatever it is, it's wrapped up in love and meant to help you grow and shine even brighter. And here's a little secret. It's okay not to have all the answers right now. Sometimes, just being open to what's coming is the biggest step. By the way, if you're feeling that hope rising inside, why don't you give this video a like? It's a small way to say, yes, I'm open to what God is doing in my life. I love seeing your little signals of trust. And don't be shy. You can tell me in the comments if you're feeling excited or even a bit nervous. I'm right here, listening, loving, and guiding you every step of the way. Let's take a moment to breathe together. Inhale deeply and feel my love wrapping around you like a warm hug. Exhale all your worries and doubts. You're safe, you're seen. You're deeply loved. Now, as you hold that feeling close, think about what it means to have a divine opportunity. It's not just a chance, it's a gift. One that I've handpicked for you because I know your heart, your struggles, and your strength. You might ask, why me? Why now? Because you are ready. Because you've grown, even if you haven't noticed. Because I believe in you more than you believe in yourself sometimes. Here's another thought. What if this divine opportunity is also about what you can give back? Sometimes, when you receive something special, it's a sign that you're also meant to share your light in a new way. How do you feel about that? Does it make you curious about what's next? If you want, drop a comment below and tell me what sharing your light looks like to you. I love hearing from you. I know you might have doubts creeping in. What if I miss it? What if I'm not ready? Those questions are normal, and I'm not surprised you have them. But remember, this opportunity won't pass you by because You're afraid, it's waiting patiently, just like I am, for you to take a step forward. You've taken so many steps already, even on days you didn't feel strong. So, what's one small step you can take today to welcome this opportunity? Maybe it's a quiet moment of prayer, a call you've been meaning to make, or simply believing this message is for you. Whatever it is, it matters. I want you to picture yourself standing at the edge of a beautiful, wide-open field. The sun is shining, the breeze is soft, and in front of you is a path that leads to something wonderful. That path is the divine opportunity I'm creating. You don't have to run or rush. You just have to step forward when you feel ready. And guess what? I'm walking right there beside you, every step of the way. Feel that. That's my hand gently on your shoulder, reminding you that you're never alone. If you're feeling this message deep down, it would mean a lot to me if you could hit that like button now. It's your way of saying, I'm ready for this divine opportunity. And trust me, I'm celebrating with you already. I'm so proud of you for being open and brave enough to listen right now. Let's keep this conversation going. Are there dreams you've put on hold? Things you've wished for but didn't think were possible? I want you to share a little about those in the comments. Even just one word or one sentence is perfect. I'm here and I want to hear from you. Your story matters to me always. Remember, this divine opportunity is not about being perfect. It's about being real. It's about showing up with your heart open, ready to receive what I've prepared just for you. Sometimes, the biggest blessing come disguised as challenges or changes. So, if you feel a little uneasy, that's okay. You're moving towards something amazing, even if it feels uncertain right now. And here's the thing, I'm not just creating this opportunity for one moment. In time, I'm creating it as a doorway to many more blessings, growth, and joy. It's like the first chapter in a new story, your story. What kind of story do you want to tell? How do you want to grow? I'm here to help you write it. If you haven't subscribed yet, now would be a great time. I'll be sharing more messages like this, helping you recognize and step into the beautiful things I'm preparing for you. Subscribing means we stay connected, and I'll keep reminding you that you are loved and that divine opportunities are always around you. So, how are you feeling right now? Excited, nervous, hopeful? I want to know. Drop a comment telling me what's on your heart. Maybe you're wondering how to spot this opportunity when it comes. That's a great question. Often, it shows up as a feeling, a pull, a sudden idea, a door opening that you didn't expect. Sometimes it's quiet, like a whisper. Other times, it's loud and clear. Are you ready to listen for those whispers and watch for those doors? I'm here to remind you that you don't have to figure it all out alone. Trust me to guide you through the twists and turns. You are never without help or support. You are deeply loved, exactly as you are now. Take this message into your heart today. Let it remind you that I'm working on your behalf. This divine opportunity is coming, and it's just the beginning of something beautiful. Keep your eyes open, keep your heart soft, and keep trusting me. because I'm creating a divine opportunity just for you. And it's going to be wonderful. And as you think about all this, try to imagine what your first step might be. What's one little thing you can do today that says, I'm ready? Maybe it's as simple as taking a deep breath and saying yes to hope. Maybe it's reaching out to someone you trust. Whatever it is, know that I am with you, cheering you on. Let's pause here for a moment, and when we come back, I want to dive even deeper into how you can recognize this opportunity and embrace it fully. But for now, just sit with this truth. I am creating a divine opportunity just for you, and it's closer than you think. Now, as you sit with that truth, let's gently explore how you can begin to recognize this divine opportunity when it starts to show up in your life. It might not arrive like a big flashing sign or a loud announcement. Often, it's subtle, like a soft breeze brushing past you or a quiet nudge inside your heart. And that's perfectly okay. Your sensitivity to these small, tender moments is actually a beautiful gift. It means you're tuning in, even if just a little, to the language of love I'm always speaking to you. And as you breathe in that truth, feeling it settle gently into your being, I want to remind you of something very important. Patience is a sacred part of this dance. Sometimes, your divine opportunity will arrive quickly, like a burst of sunlight breaking through the cloud. Other times, it will take its time, unfolding slowly like a flower, opening petal by petal. Both are perfect. Both are exactly what you need. So, if you find yourself waiting or wondering if you missed your chance, please be kind to yourself. Trust that timing is a part of the divine plan, and that every moment you spend preparing, hoping, and believing is a moment of growth and grace. You might notice that sometimes, in the waiting, your mind can start to wander into worry or doubt. That's normal too. But here's a gentle reminder. Those thoughts don't define you. They are just passing clouds in the vast sky of your spirit. When you catch yourself spinning stories about what should happen or must be done, pause. Take a deep breath. Feel your feet on the ground. Remember that you are held, always, in a love that knows no limits or condition. You don't have to have all the answers right now. You don't have to force the path to reveal itself. Simply be present with what is, and trust that the next step will come when it's right. Let's talk about trust a little more, because it's really the heart of this whole journey. Trust isn't just a feeling, it's a choice. It's choosing to believe in something larger than your fears, larger than your doubt, larger than the noise of the world around you. It's choosing to listen to that quiet voice inside you that says, all is well. I am guiding you. And when you make that choice again and again, even in the moments when it's hard, you build a bridge between your heart and the divine. That bridge becomes a pathway that carries you safely through uncertainty, to the place where your opportunity is waiting. Sometimes, trust will ask you to be courageous in small ways. Maybe it's picking up the phone to reach out, even though you feel shy. Maybe it's saying yes to a new experience, even though it feels unfamiliar. Maybe it's letting go of a plan you thought was set in stone because something better is calling you forward. courage doesn't mean you won't feel afraid. It means you choose to move forward anyway, knowing that you are not alone. I am with you, holding your hand, cheering you on, and celebrating every step you take. And here's a little secret I want to share. Your divine opportunity is not just about what you will receive, but also about who you will become. Every step you take toward that opportunity is a step toward discovering your own strength, wisdom, and beauty. It's a chance to grow into the fullest expression of yourself, the person you were always meant to be. So even if the road feels winding or uncertain, know that you are exactly where you need to be, growing and blossoming in ways you may not yet see. Now, I want to invite you to do a simple but powerful practice. Take a quiet moment, close your eyes if you can, and imagine your life as a book. See the pages turning, one by one, each filled with your stories, your dreams, your lessons. Now, picture a new chapter beginning, one filled with hope, possibility, and divine opportunity. What does that chapter look like? Who is in it? What are you doing? Let yourself feel the excitement and peace of stepping into that new story. When you're ready, open your eyes and, if you feel moved, share a word or a phrase in the comment that describes that new chapter for you. I love seeing your words because they remind me that your story is unfolding beautifully and that you are not alone. Remember, this journey is not a race or a checklist. It's a sacred unfolding, a dance between your willingness and the divine timing that guides you. Some days you'll feel like you're soaring. Other days you might feel like you're standing still, and both are part of the process. Be gentle with yourself. Celebrate every small victory, every moment of clarity, every spark of hope. Those are the breadcrumbs that lead you forward. And as you continue to walk this path, keep your heart open to surprises. Divine opportunities often come wrapped in unexpected gifts. A new friendship, a fresh perspective, a moment of stillness that changes everything. When you stay curious and open, you create space for magic to enter your life in ways you never imagined. So, my dear one, as you move through your day and week, I encourage you to carry this thought with you. I am ready to receive the good that is coming. Say it quietly to yourself whenever you need a reminder. Let it be a gentle mantra that calms your mind and lifts your spirit. And if you ever feel unsure or overwhelmed, remember, you can come back to this space, to this conversation, and find comfort in the love that surrounds you here. You are held, you are seen, and you are deeply loved. Now, as you hold all of this in your heart, know that the next part of our journey together will explore how to recognize the subtle signs that confirm you're on the right path. Those moments of alignment that bring clarity and peace when you need it most. Until then, keep your eyes and heart open, and trust that every step you take is part of your beautiful unfolding. And now, my dear one, let's gently turn our attention to those subtle signs I spoke of. The quiet whispers and gentle nudges that come when you're truly on the right path. These signs might be so soft that you almost miss them if you're rushing or distracted. But when you slow down and listen with your heart, they become unmistakable. It's like the universe is winking at you, saying, yes, you're here. Keep going. These moments are precious gifts designed to reassure you, to give you a glimpse of the harmony that's always available when you align with your true self. Sometimes these signs show up as synchronicity, those little coincidences that feel too meaningful to be random. Maybe you think of a person you haven't spoken to in a while, and suddenly they reach out to you. Or you hear a song or phrase that perfectly captures what you've been feeling inside, like a secret message, just for you. Or perhaps you find yourself drawn to a particular book, a quote, or a place that opens your heart in a new way. These moments are like breadcrumbs left by your spirit, guiding you gently forward. Other times, the signs come as feeling, a sense of peace, excitement, or deep knowing that wells up inside you unexpectedly. It might be a quiet confidence that settles over you, even when things outside feel uncertain, or a wave of calm that washes away your worry, reminding you that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. These feelings are the language of your soul, speaking to you in whispers that invite you to trust more deeply. You might also notice that when you're moving in alignment with your path, challenges feel different. They don't disappear, but they become opportunities for growth rather than roadblocks. You might find that solutions come more easily, or that you have the strength to keep going even when it's hard. This resilience is another sign, a sign that you are exactly where you need to be, and that your spirit is growing stronger with each step. It's important to remember that these signs don't always look like big, dramatic moments. Often, they're quiet, gentle, and easy to overlook. That's why it's so important to cultivate stillness and presence in your daily life. Take moments to pause, breathe, and check in with yourself. Ask, what am I feeling right now? What message might this moment be holding for me? When you do this regularly, you'll start to notice the subtle currents of guidance flowing around you. And here's something beautiful. Sometimes the signs come through other people. A kind word from a stranger, encouragement from a friend, or even a challenge that someone presents can be a mirror reflecting back your own growth and readiness. Stay open to these interactions, knowing that they can carry divine messages tailored just for you. When you receive these signs, try to respond with gratitude, even if the lesson is tough. Gratitude opens your heart and makes space for even more blessings to flow in. I want you to take a moment now and think back to a time when you experienced one of these signs. Maybe it was a synchronicity, a feeling, or a moment of clarity that felt like a beacon in the dark. What did it feel like? How did it guide you? If you feel comfortable, I'd love for you to share that experience in the comments below. Your story might be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. A reminder that they're not alone on this journey and that the universe is always speaking to them. As you continue to open your heart to these signs, you may find that your intuition grows stronger. Intuition is like a gentle compass inside you, always pointing toward what is true and good for your soul. It's not always loud or logical. Often it's a quiet knowing, a subtle pull, or a feeling of ease when you consider a choice. When you learn to trust your intuition, you create a deep partnership with yourself and the divine. One that guides you through the twists and turns of life with grace. Sometimes, trusting your intuition means stepping back from the noise, the opinions, the fears, the expectations, and tuning into the stillness within. It's in that stillness that your deepest wisdom resides. You don't have to have it all figured out right now. You just need to be willing to listen, to be curious, and to honor what you feel in your heart. That's where your truth lives, waiting patiently for you to come home. And remember, my beloved, that this path you're on is as unique as your fingerprint. No one else's journey looks exactly like yours, and that's a beautiful thing. Comparing your progress to others can cloud your vision and dim your light. Instead, celebrate your own small victory, your own moments of insight, and your own unique rhythms. Your divine opportunity is unfolding in its own perfect way, just as you are. So, as you move forward, keep an eye out for those subtle signs, those little sparks of alignment and clarity. Let them be your encouragement when you feel uncertain, your reminder that you are never lost, only learning, growing, and becoming more of who you truly are. And when you notice these signs, take a moment to pause and say thank you. Gratitude is a powerful way to deepen your connection to the divine flow that guides you. Now, take a deep breath with me. Inhale all the love, trust, and peace that surround. You exhale any doubt or fear that may linger. Feel the steady beat of your heart, the gentle rhythm of your life moving forward. Know that each step you take is sacred, each moment a part of your beautiful, unfolding story. And as you continue to walk this path, remember that I am always here, quietly cheering you on, loving you beyond measure, and celebrating the incredible light that you bring to this world. And with that, let's prepare to explore together how to nurture and protect your energy as you journey toward your divine opportunity. Because the energy you carry is the fuel that lights your way. So, let's talk about your energy. That precious, vibrant force that flows through you like a river of life. Your energy isn't just about feeling awake or tired. It's the essence of who you are, the invisible current that carries your intentions, your emotions, and your very spirit. When your energy is nurtured and protected, you feel alive, connected, and ready to meet whatever comes your way. But when it's drained or scattered, it's easy to feel overwhelmed, disconnected, or stuck. That's why caring for your energy is one of the most loving and important things you can do for yourself on this journey. First, I want you to know that your energy is sacred. It responds to everything you think, feel, and do. And it's deeply influenced by the environment and people you surround yourself with. So, one of the simplest yet most powerful ways to nurture your energy is by becoming aware of what lifts you up and what pulls you down. Maybe it's the gentle sunlight warming your skin, a quiet walk among trees, or the laughter of a dear friend. Maybe it's a creative project that makes your heart sing, or a moment of stillness where you simply breathe and feel your own presence. These are the things that refill your well. At the same time, it's just as important to recognize what drains your energy those situations, places, or even thoughts that leave you feeling heavy or depleted. It could be negative self-talk, unresolved conflict, overcommitting yourself, or spending too much time in front of screens without a break. None of these are bad in themselves, but when they take more from you than they give, it's a signal to pause and set gentle boundaries. Protecting your energy doesn't mean shutting the world out. It means choosing where to place your attention and how to honor your limits with kindness. One of the most beautiful ways to protect your energy is through the practice of saying no. Not as a rejection of others, but as a loving yes. To yourself, saying no might feel uncomfortable at first, especially if you're used to putting others' needs before your own. But every time you honor your own needs, you're teaching yourself that your energy matters. You're creating space for what truly nourishes your soul. And that's where your divine opportunity begins to grow stronger and clearer. Another powerful way to nurture your energy is through mindful movement. Gentle stretches, yoga, dancing, or simply walking barefoot on the earth. Movement helps to release stagnant energy, clear your mind, and reconnect you to your body's wisdom. Your body is a sacred temple, carrying your spirit through this life. And when you listen to its signal and care for it tenderly, your energy flows more freely and joyfully. Breath is another incredible tool you carry with you at all times. Deep, conscious breathing helps to calm your nervous system, center your thought, and bring you back to the present moment. When you feel overwhelmed or scattered, simply closing your eyes and taking a few slow, deep breaths can help you find your balance again. Try inhaling slowly for a count of 4, holding for a count of 4, then exhaling for a count of 6. Feel how this rhythm nurtures your energy and invites peace into your being. You might also find that spending time in nature is a profound way to recharge. The trees, the sky, the water, the earth beneath your feet. All of these hold healing, energy that can restore your spirit and remind you of the interconnectedness of all life. Even a few minutes outside, breathing fresh air and noticing the beauty around you can lighten your energy and lift your heart. Now, since your energy is so deeply connected to your emotion, it's important to give yourself permission to feel fully and honestly. Sometimes, we try to push away difficult feelings because they seem painful or inconvenient. But those emotions are like messages from your soul, signaling where healing, release, or change is needed. When you allow yourself to feel without judgment, whether it's sadness, anger, fear, or joy, you honor your truth and prevent energy from getting stuck inside. You might find it helpful to write in a journal, talk with a trusted friend, or simply sit quietly with your feelings, knowing that they are part of your path. Remember, nurturing your energy isn't about perfection or doing everything right. It's about gentle awareness, compassion for yourself, and small daily choices that add up to big shifts. It's okay to have days when your energy feels low or scattered. Those moments are part of being human. What matters most is that you come back to yourself with kindness and curiosity, like a loving gardener tending to a delicate flower. I invite you now to take a moment and reflect. What is one simple thing you can do today to nurture your energy? It could be as small as drinking a glass of water mindfully, stepping outside for a few deep breaths, or setting a boundary that protects your peace. If you feel comfortable, please share your intention in the comments below. Your willingness to care for yourself might inspire someone else who needs to hear that it's okay to put themselves first sometime. As you become more attuned to your energy, you'll notice that your ability to discern what serves you and what doesn't becomes sharper. You'll find yourself naturally drawn toward people, places, and activities that support your growth and well-being, and gently moving away from those that don't. This is part of the beautiful unfolding of your divine opportunity, a path that becomes clearer and more aligned as you care for your most precious resource, you. And as you nurture your energy, it also becomes easier to extend love and compassion outward without losing yourself. You'll find that your light shines brighter, and your presence has a ripple effect on those around you. Your energy is a gift not just to yourself, but to the whole world. And protecting it is a sacred act of service. So, as you continue on this journey, remember to check in with yourself often. Notice how your energy feels when you wake up, throughout your day, and before you rest at night. Treat these moments as gentle reminders to pause, breathe, and choose what nourishes your spirit. And know that I am with you in every breath, every heartbeat, encouraging you to honor the beautiful, radiant energy that you are. With that in mind, let's now explore how to recognize when your energy needs extra care and some nurturing practices that can help you restore balance and vitality whenever life feels a little heavy. When your energy feels heavy or off balance, it's like a whisper from your soul inviting you to slow down and listen more deeply. Sometimes, this might show up as physical sensation, tightness in your chest, a knot in your stomach, or a lingering fatigue that sleep alone can't fix. Other times, it's emotional feelings of anxiety, irritability, or a dull numbness that makes it hard to connect with joy or meaning. Your energy might feel tangled or blocked, like a river slowed by debris, and that's your body and spirit's way of saying, I need a little extra love right now. Recognizing these signs is a beautiful act of self-awareness and self-compassion. It's not about judging yourself for feeling off, but about honoring the signals your whole being is sending you. When you're able to catch these moments early, before exhaustion or overwhelm take hold, you open the door to gentle restoration rather than harsh correction. Imagine your energy as a garden. Sometimes it needs watering, sometimes pruning, sometimes rest under the warmth of the sun. Each need is valid and important. One nurturing practice that can help restore balance is creating a small, sacred pause in your day. A moment just for you to reconnect with your breath, your body, and your heart. This doesn't have to be long. Even a minute or two can make a difference. Find a quiet space, close your eyes if you can, and take 3 deep breaths. With each inhalation, imagine drawing in light and calm. With each exhalation, release tension and worry. You might want to place a hand gently on your heart or belly, feeling the steady rhythm of your life force moving through you. This simple act is a reminder that you are alive, you are present, and you are worthy of care. Another way to nurture your energy is through the practice of grounding. When life feels chaotic or your energy scattered, grounding helps you feel anchored and safe. You can do this by connecting with the earth beneath you. Stand barefoot on grass, soil, or sand if you can, and feel the support of the planet holding you steady. If that's not possible, imagine roots growing from the soles of your feet, reaching deep into the earth, drawing up stability and nourishment. You might also try holding a natural object like a stone, a shell, or a leaf, noticing its texture, weight, and temperature. These small rituals remind your nervous system that you are connected to something vast and enduring, helping your energy settle into a place of calm. Sometimes, nurturing your energy means inviting more play and lightness into your life. When you feel weighed down, it's easy to forget that joy is not just a luxury. It's medicine for your spirit. Give yourself permission to laugh, dance, sing, or create without judgment. Maybe it's doodling in a notebook, playing a game, or watching a funny video. These moments might seem small, but they carry a powerful energy of renewal and delight that can lift your whole being. I encourage you to notice what brings a smile to your face or a spark to your eyes, and let those moments be a gentle balm for your heart. Rest, too, is a vital part of energy restoration. In a world that often celebrates busyness and productivity, it can be hard to slow down without guilt. But rest is not laziness or wasted time. It is a sacred practice that allows your body and mind to heal, recharge, and realign. Whether it's a short nap, a leisurely bath, or simply lying down and closing your eyes for a few minutes, honor what your body asks for. Notice how your energy shifts when you allow yourself this kindness. If you find it difficult to rest, try reminding yourself that even the stars take time to shine brightest in the quiet of the night. If you find yourself overwhelmed by emotions or thoughts that pull your energy in many directions, journaling can be a helpful tool. Writing down what you're feeling or thinking gives those invisible energies a place to go. You don't need to worry about grammar or style. Just let the words flow as they come. Sometimes, writing a letter to yourself or to a part of your life that feels challenging can bring clarity and relief. Afterward, you might read your words with compassion or simply let them rest on the page. This practice can be a way to honor your inner world and gently untangle the threads that bind your energy. Another practice that supports energy restoration is asking for help when you need it. You are never alone on this journey, even when it feels that way. Reaching out to a trusted friend, family member, or counselor is an act of courage and love. Sharing your feelings and experiences can lighten your load and bring new perspective. Sometimes, just being heard is enough to shift stagnant energy and remind you that your struggles are seen and valued. Remember, asking for help is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of deep strength and self-respect. As you explore these nurturing practices, I invite you to become curious about which ones resonate most with you. What feels like a gentle invitation rather than a chore? What brings a sense of ease and comfort? Your energy is unique, and so is the way it heals and grows. There is no one-size-fits-all approach, only the loving discovery of what nourishes your particular spirit. If you feel inspired, please share in the comments one practice that helps you restore your energy or one way you plan to care for yourself when life feels heavy. Your sharing might be the light someone else needs today. It's also important to remember that energy restoration is not a one-time fix, but an ongoing conversation between you and your soul. Some days, your energy will soar with effortless grace. Other days, it will require more tender care and patience. Both are beautiful parts of your human experience. When you cultivate this rhythm of awareness and response, you create a dynamic dance that honors your whole self, body, mind, and spirit. In this dance, forgiveness plays a crucial role. Sometimes, you might feel frustrated with yourself for feeling drained or for not getting it right. I urge you to replace that frustration with forgiveness. Forgive yourself for being human, for needing rest, for making mistakes. Forgive yourself as you would forgive a dear friend. This act of kindness towards yourself opens the heart and frees energy that might otherwise be trapped in guilt or shame. It allows your spirit to breathe more freely and your light to shine more fully as you continue to nurture and protect your energy. You may notice a deepening trust in your own inner guidance. You'll begin to recognize subtle shifts when a choice feels expansive and life-giving, and when it feels constricting or draining. This trust is a precious gift, one that grows stronger with each act of self-care and self-love. It's like learning the language of your soul, a language that speaks in feelings, sensations, and quiet knowing. And as your energy becomes more vibrant and balanced, you will find that your connection to the world around you also transforms. You'll feel more present in your relationship, more aligned with your purpose, and more able to contribute your unique gift with joy and ease. Your energy becomes a beacon, attracting experiences and people that resonate with your true self. So, dear one, as you move forward, know that every step you take to honor your energy is a sacred act of creation. You are weaving a tapestry of light, love, and vitality that supports not only your own journey, but also the unfolding of the greater whole. Your energy matters, your well-being matters, and I am here with you, holding you in infinite love. Let this awareness guide you as you continue to explore the gentle art of restoration. And let the practices that call to you be your companion on days when the path feels steep or unclear. Your energy is a living, breathing part of your divine opportunity, and nurturing it is the gift that keeps giving. Now, let's begin to explore some specific signs that your energy might need extra care, so you can catch those moments early and respond with kindness and wisdom. When you start to notice subtle shifts inside, like a restlessness that won't settle, or a dull ache that seems to linger just beneath the surface, these are often whispers from your energy asking for attention. It's easy to overlook these, gentle nudges, especially when life feels busy or overwhelming. But tuning in to these early signals can be incredibly healing. Your body and spirit are always trying to communicate with you, and when you learn to listen with kindness instead of pushing those feelings away, you open a doorway to deeper understanding and care. One common sign that your energy needs nurturing is a sudden drop in motivation or enthusiasm. Maybe you find yourself procrastinating on things you usually enjoy, or you feel like you're moving through the day on autopilot, disconnected from your usual spark. This isn't a failure or a flaw. It's simply your internal system telling you it's time for a pause. A moment to replenish what's been drained. When you notice this, try to resist the urge to push harder or judge yourself for feeling lazy. Instead, ask gently, what do I need right now to feel more alive and connected? Sometimes the answer might be rest, other times a walk outside, or a conversation with someone who lifts your spirit. Another way your energy might speak to you is through changes in your sleep pattern. Perhaps you're tossing and turning at night, or you find it hard to wake up feeling refreshed. Restless or fragmented sleep can be a sign that your energy is unsettled or overwhelmed. When this happens, it's a loving invitation to look at what's going on beneath the surface. Are there worries unspoken, emotions unexpressed, or boundaries that need reinforcing? Creating a bedtime ritual that soothes your mind and body. Like gentle stretching, journaling, or listening to calming music, can help signal to your energy that it's safe to relax and restore. Physical sensations often carry powerful messages. 2. You might notice tension in your shoulders, a tight jaw, or a persistent headache. These aches are not just random discomforts. They are your body's way of holding on to stress and asking for relief. When you feel these sensations, try to bring your attention there without judgment. Place your hand on the area, breathe into it, and imagine sending warmth and softness to those muscles. Sometimes, simply acknowledging the discomfort with compassion begins the process of relief. If you can, move your body gently, maybe through stretching, yoga, or even a slow dance, to help energy flow more freely and ease the hold of tension. Emotional shifts can also signal that your energy wants more care. You might find yourself more irritable, overwhelmed by sadness, or feeling disconnected from your usual sense of peace. These feelings are valid and important. They are not weaknesses, but expressions of your vibrant, sensitive heart trying to navigate life's complexity. When emotions rise, give yourself permission to feel them fully without rushing to fix or suppress them. You might say internally, I see you, and I'm here with you. Sometimes, sharing these feelings with a trusted friend or writing them down can help move stuck energy and bring clarity. Another sign to watch for is a sense of disconnection from your body or environment. You might feel spaced out, distracted, or like you're just going through the motions without really being present. This can happen when your energy is depleted or scattered, and it's a call to come back home to yourself. Practices like mindful breathing, grounding, or simply noticing the sensations of your feet on the floor can anchor you back into the present moment. Remember, your body is your sacred vessel and your first home. Nurturing it is like tending the roots of a tree that supports your entire being. Sometimes, your energy might feel heavy or sluggish in ways that affect your creativity and problem solving. You might struggle to focus, or your thoughts feel clouded or repetitive. This mental fog is another way your system signals a need for restoration. When this happens, step back and give yourself space without pressure. Engage in activities that nourish your mind gently. Read a favorite book, listen to inspiring music, or spend time in nature. Allow your brain the rest it needs to reset and come back sharper and clearer. It's also important to notice when your energy feels reactive or defensive more often than usual. You might find yourself quick to anger, easily startled, or overly sensitive to criticism. This heightened state often indicates that your nervous system is on high alert, a natural response to stress or overwhelm. When you catch this pattern, try to create a safe container for yourself. A quiet space, calming breath, or a comforting ritual that helps soothe your nervous system and reminds you that you are safe and supported. Over time, these small acts of self-soothing build resilience and balance. As you become more attuned to these signs, you may notice patterns emerging, certain times of day, situations, or relationships that tend to drain your energy more than others. This awareness is a powerful tool because it gives you the chance to set boundaries and make choices that protect your well-being. Remember, saying no or stepping back from what doesn't serve your energy is an act of profound love and respect for yourself. It's okay to prioritize your need, knowing that by doing so, you create more space to give your best to others when you feel ready. I invite you now, if you feel comfortable, to share in the comment one sign that your energy might need extra care. Maybe it's a feeling, a physical sensation, or a thought pattern you've noticed recently. Your sharing not only honors your journey, but might also shine a light for someone else who needs to hear they're not alone. Keep in mind, these signs are not there to make you feel burdened or worried. They are gentle guides, like a close friend softly nudging you toward kindness and renewal. When you respond with compassion, you build a loving dialogue between your conscious mind and your deeper self, strengthening your ability to care for your energy with wisdom and grace. And as you continue to grow in this awareness, you'll find that your energy becomes a clearer compass, helping you navigate life's twists and turns with more ease and joy. The more you honor these signs early on, the more you prevent exhaustion and overwhelm from taking hold, creating a flow of vitality that supports your dreams and daily moments alike. So, as you move forward, keep your heart open to these subtle messages and trust that your energy knows the way. Each moment you choose to listen and respond with love, you deepen your connection to the beautiful, radiant life that is always within you, waiting to be embraced. This journey of energy, awareness, and care is ongoing, unfolding gently, just like you. And now, as we explore these signs and practices together, let's turn our attention to how the rhythms of your daily life, your routines, your environment, and even your thought can shape the flow of your energy, sometimes in ways you might not expect. Your daily rhythm, those little patterns and habits woven into the fabric of your everyday life, are like the unseen currents beneath a river's surface, quietly guiding the flow of your energy. Sometimes, you might not even realize how much. These rhythms influence how alive, balanced, or drained you feel. Maybe you wake up at the same time every day, sip your morning coffee, scroll through your phone, dive into work, and follow a routine that feels automatic. These routines can be comforting, giving your day structure and predictability. But they also hold the power to either nourish or deplete your energy, depending on how they align with your true need. Think about the moments before you even get out of bed. That first breath you take sets a tone for the whole day. If your mind rushes to the to-do list or worries that wait like shadows, your energy might already be pulled in a tight, tense way. But if you can pause, stretch gently, or simply feel your body waking up, you invite a gentler, more expansive energy to rise with you. Little shifts here can ripple outward, creating space for calm and clarity instead of stress and scattered thoughts. Your environment, too, plays a huge role in your energy's flow. The colors around you, the lighting, the sounds, and even the air quality can either uplift or weigh down your spirit. Have you noticed how stepping into a sunlit room can brighten your mood? Or how clutter and noise can make your mind feel crowded? Your surroundings are like mirrors, reflecting and amplifying your inner state. Taking time to arrange your space in ways that feel peaceful and inspiring is an act of kindness toward your energy. It might mean opening a window for fresh air, adding a plant that breathes life into the room, or simply clearing a corner where you can pause and breathe deeply. Even the foods you eat are part of this rhythm dance. When you nourish your body with meals that feel satisfying and wholesome, your energy often feels steady and vibrant. But when eating becomes rushed, or the choices don't align with what your body truly needs, energy can feel sluggish or erratic. It's not about perfection or strict rule, but about tuning in to how different foods make you feel. Listening to your body's whispers about what fuels you and what leaves you feeling heavy or drained. Sometimes, a warm cup of herbal tea or a fresh fruit can be a simple, loving reset in the middle of a busy day. The way you move through your day, the pace you set, the breaks you take, and the transitions between activities also shapes your energy landscape. If your schedule is packed back to back with little space to breathe, your energy might feel squeezed and frayed. But when you allow yourself moments to pause and reset, even for a few deep breaths or a short walk, you honor your rhythm and create flow. It's like giving your energy a chance to catch its breath and gather strength before the next wave. Your thoughts, too, are powerful currents in this river. The stories you tell yourself about who you are, what you can handle, and what your day should look like can either build you up or wear you down. Sometimes, you might find your mind replaying worries, doubts, or harsh judgment, which can drain your energy faster than you realize. Learning to notice these thoughts with gentle curiosity without getting swept away by them helps you create a little distance. You might try silently saying, "That's just a thought," and then redirecting your attention to something grounding, like the feeling of your breath or the warmth of the sun on your skin. This practice isn't about pushing negative thought away, but about not letting them control your energy. It's also helpful to recognize that your energy has natural peaks and valleys throughout the day. You might feel most alive and focused in the morning, or perhaps your creativity blooms in the late afternoon. Paying attention to these rhythms and planning your activities accordingly can make a big difference. For example, if mornings are your power hours, tackle important tasks then. If you notice energy dips after lunch, maybe that's a time for a gentle break or a nourishing snack rather than a heavy workload. Honoring these natural cycles is like dancing with your energy, instead of struggling against it. Sometimes, external demands and expectations can push you to ignore your inner rhythm. You might feel pressure to keep going even when your energy signals a need for rest. It's okay to say no or to ask for help. Remember, your energy is precious, and protecting it is a form of self-love that makes everything else possible. When you're running on empty, even simple joys can feel out of reach. But when you care for your energy, you unlock a wellspring of resilience and joy that nourishes not just you, but everyone around you. I invite you to take a moment now and reflect. What in your daily routine feels supportive to your energy? And what feels like it might be draining you? If you feel comfortable, share one thing in the comments that you'd like to shift or nurture more gently. Your insight could inspire someone else on this journey, reminding them that small changes can create big waves of healing. As you become more aware of these rhythms, you might start to see your day as a sacred flow rather than a checklist. A series of moments where you can consciously choose to honor your energy. This awareness is a gift, a way to live that feels more aligned with your true self, flowing with ease instead of resistance. And as you explore these rhythms, you may notice how your relationships and social interactions act like another layer, influencing your energy's flow. Because the people you surround yourself with are like currents that either carry you forward or tug you in ways that can leave you feeling pulled apart. Think about the moments when you're with someone whose energy feels light and warm, maybe a friend who listens deeply, a family member whose laughter feels like sunshine, or a colleague who encourages your best ideas. Those connections can feel like a gentle breeze that refreshes your spirit, helping your energy to flow freely and joyfully. On the other hand, sometimes relationships can feel heavy or draining. Maybe there's tension, unspoken expectation, or patterns that leave you feeling unseen or misunderstood. It's okay to notice how these interactions affect your energy without judgment. You don't have to push yourself to be perfect in every relationship or to carry burdens that aren't yours to bear. Setting boundaries, even small ones, is an act of love. Not just for yourself, but for others too. It's a way of saying, I want to be fully present with you, but I also need to protect my energy so I can show up in the best way. You might find it helpful to ask yourself gently, which relationships lift me up and which ones leave me? Feeling tired or small? This isn't about labeling people as good or bad, but about understanding how your energy moves when you're around them. Sometimes, simply recognizing this can open a door to making choices that feel more nourishing. It might mean spending more time with those who inspire and energize you. Or it could mean having a heartfelt conversation to clear the air or adjust the flow of your connection. And sometimes it means giving yourself permission to step back. When you need space, social rhythms, the way you engage with others throughout your day and week, are deeply tied to your energy. Maybe you're someone who feels energized by social gatherings, laughter, and shared experiences. Or maybe you find that after too much time around others, you need quiet to recharge. Neither way is right or wrong. It's simply who you are, and honoring that truth is key. When you listen to these social rhythms, you create a balance that feels good and sustainable, allowing you to show up authentically without burning out. Technology and social media also play a big role in how your energy flows in relationship. The constant stream of notifications, messages, and updates can sometimes make you feel connected and informed. But other times, it can be overwhelming or distracting. It's okay to notice how these digital interactions affect your energy. Maybe setting gentle limits on screen time or carving out moments to unplug help. You feel more grounded and present with yourself and others. You might find it refreshing to have a technology-free meal or a walk without your phone. Simply soaking in the world around you and reconnecting with your own rhythm. Your heart knows the value of connection, how laughter shared, a kind word, or a simple touch can light up your spirit. And it also knows when you need solitude to replenish and reflect. Both connection and solitude are important parts of your energy's dance. You don't have to choose one over the other. Instead, you can learn to flow between them in a way that feels natural and nourishing. Sometimes, relationships challenge you in ways that invite growth and deeper understanding. When you encounter conflict or difficulty, it's an opportunity to practice compassion not only for others, but for yourself. You might find yourself learning patience, forgiveness, or the courage to speak your truth gently. These moments, while sometimes uncomfortable, can be powerful teachers that expand your capacity for love and resilience. Remember, it's okay to ask for support from trusted friends, mentors, or even quiet moments of prayer or meditation. When you feel uncertain about how to navigate these waves in your relationship, if you feel inspired, I invite you to take a moment now and think about one relationship in your life that feels important to your energy. What is one small way you could nurture that connection or create a little more space for your own energy to breathe within it? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below. Your honesty might be just the encouragement someone else needs to embrace their own journey with love and courage. As you deepen your awareness of how your relationships influence your energy, you might start to notice subtle shifts noticing when you feel uplifted or when you need to pause. This awareness is a gift, helping you to move through your days with a little more ease and grace, honoring both your own needs and the beautiful complexity of human connection. And as you continue to explore these social rhythms, you may find that your sense of purpose and meaning begins to weave its way into this dance, adding another layer to how your energy flows through your life. Because when your sense of purpose starts to blend with your relationships and your daily rhythms, something truly beautiful happens. Your energy feels more aligned, more vibrant, as if each moment holds a little more meaning. It's like the different streams of your life, your connections, your passions, your quiet moment, begin to merge into a river that flows steadily toward something that feels deeply fulfilling. Purpose doesn't have to be a grand or complicated thing. Sometimes it's as simple as knowing that your presence matters, that you bring a unique light to the people and places around you. Maybe it's the way you listen with genuine care, the smile you offer to a stranger, or the small acts of kindness that ripple quietly through your world. These moments, though they might seem small, are powerful expressions of your energy moving with intention. When you start to notice this, you might feel a gentle invitation to explore what truly matters to you. What makes your heart beat a little faster or your spirit sing? It might be a creative project you've tucked away, a cause that stirs your compassion, or a dream you've been too hesitant to pursue. Giving yourself permission to follow these sparks can bring a new kind of energy into your life, one that feels both joyful and purposeful. It's important to remember, though, that this is a journey, not a destination. Your purpose may shift and change as you grow, just as your relationships and rhythms do. Sometimes, what once felt urgent might soften, and new callings might emerge. This is all part of the natural flow of your life, and embracing this fluidity can bring a sense of peace rather than pressure. You might find it helpful to ask yourself gently, what brings me a sense of meaning right now? What small step can I take today to honor that? It doesn't have to be perfect or even fully formed. Just a little move in the direction of what feels alive inside you. Perhaps it's carving out time for a hobby, volunteering in a way that feels good, or simply setting aside moments to reflect on what lights you up as you weave your purpose into your social rhythm. You might notice how your energy shifts in response when you engage with others around shared values or interests. It can deepen your connections and fuel your sense of belonging. And when you honor your need for solitude to recharge and reflect, you're creating space for your inner voice to be heard more clearly. Technology, again, can be both a tool and a challenge in this dance. It can connect you with communities and ideas that inspire your purpose, but it can also scatter your focus or drain your energy if left unchecked. Finding a mindful balance with how you use digital spaces is part of nurturing your overall energy. Maybe it means following accounts that uplift and encourage you, or using apps that help you track your goals and celebrate your progress. Or perhaps it's simply taking intentional breaks to reconnect with the world beyond the screen. Sometimes, living with purpose means embracing uncertainty, You might not have all the answers, and that's perfectly okay. The act of showing up, even with questions or doubts, is itself a powerful expression of courage and faith. Trust that your energy will guide you forward, step by step, even when the path isn't clear. And know that you are never alone in this. There is a loving presence within you and around you, holding space for your growth and unfolding. I invite you now to take a moment and reflect on your own sense of purpose. What feels meaningful to you in this moment? Is there one small action or intention that you could set to nurture that feeling? If you're comfortable, please share it in the comments below. Your words might inspire someone else who is searching for their own light to shine. A bit brighter dot as you continue this journey. You may begin to notice how your energy becomes a kind of language, a way of communicating with the world that transcends words. It's in the way you listen, the way you create space for others, the way you embrace your own needs with kindness and respect. This energy language weaves through your relationships, your purpose, and your daily life, creating a tapestry that is uniquely yours. And in this tapestry, every thread matters. The joyful moments and the challenging ones, the quiet pauses and the bursts of activity, each contributes to the rhythm and flow of your life's energy, reminding you that you are a living, breathing expression of love and light. When you honor this truth, you open yourself to a deeper sense of peace and fulfillment, even amidst life's ups and downs. So as you move forward, keep listening to your heart's whispers and your body's signal. Notice when your energy feels expansive and when it needs rest. Pay attention to the people and activities that bring you alive. And be gentle with yourself when things feel heavy or confusing. This compassionate awareness is a gift you give yourself, a steady anchor in the ever-changing currents of life. And remember, your energy is not just about what you do or achieve. It's about being present, being authentic, being loved and loving in return. When you allow yourself to simply be without judgment or expectation, you create a space where your energy can flourish naturally. In this space of being, you might find new joys emerging. Moments of laughter, creativity, connection, or quiet reflection that renew your spirit. These are the treasures that fuel your journey, reminding you that your life is a sacred dance of ebb and flow, light and shadow, giving and receiving. Take a deep breath now and feel the pulse of your own energy, the steady rhythm that carries you through each day. Know that this energy is a gift, a sacred spark that connects you to all that is good and true. And as you honor this spark, you step more fully into the beautiful, imperfect, and miraculous life that is yours to live. Let this awareness settle gently within you, like a soft light glowing in your chest. And when you're ready, carry it with you as you move through your day, knowing that you are held, cherished, and infinitely loved. Now, as you reflect on all this, you might wonder how to keep nurturing this flow, how to stay connected to your energy and purpose, even when life feels overwhelming or uncertain. This is where the practice of presence becomes your closest friend. Presence is like coming home to yourself again and again, no matter what's happening around you. It's the simple, quiet act of noticing, feeling your breath as it moves in and out, sensing the weight of your body as you sit or stand, hearing the sounds that surround you without rushing to label or judge them. When you bring your attention to the here and now, you create a gentle space where your energy can settle and your heart can speak more clearly. It's in presence that you find the doorway back to your own truth, the still point where all the noise and distraction fade away. I know that sometimes presence can feel elusive, especially when life is full of demands and your mind races with worries or plans. Maybe you've tried to slow down before, only to find yourself pulled back into busyness or overwhelm. That's okay. Presence isn't about perfect stillness or emptying your mind completely. It's about coming back over and over with kindness and patience. It's like tending a garden. Some days you'll see blooms and growth, and other days it might feel like the soil is just resting. Both are part of the process. One way to invite presence into your day is through small moments of pause. Maybe it's taking a few conscious breaths before you start a task, or feeling your feet on the ground as you walk from one place to another. These little pauses don't take much time, but they remind your energy to slow down and tune in. You might notice how your body feels, what emotions are there, or what thoughts are swirling around. And instead of pushing anything away, you simply observe with gentle curiosity, like a friend checking in with how you're doing. Another beautiful practice is to engage your senses fully. When you eat, savor each bite, the texture, the flavors, the colors on your plate. When you step outside, notice the breeze on your skin, the way the sunlight filters through the leaves, or the sound of birdsong in the distance. These sensory experiences anchor you in the present and help your energy feel grounded and alive. They remind you that life is happening right now, in all its richness and detail. You might also find it helpful to create little rituals that invite presence. Maybe it's lighting a candle in the morning and setting an intention for your day, or journaling a few lines about what you're grateful for, or what you hope to nurture in yourself. Sometimes, just turning your face toward the sky and breathing deeply can be a way to reconnect with the larger flow of life. These rituals don't have to be complicated or time-consuming. What matters is that they feel meaningful and bring you back to yourself. When you cultivate presence, you build a kind of inner resilience. You become more able to meet life's challenges without losing your center. Instead of being swept away by stress or distraction, you learn to pause, breathe, and choose your response. This doesn't mean you won't feel difficult emotion or tough moments. It means you have a steady place within you to return to, a calm harbor where your energy can rest and recharge. Presence also deepens your relationship. When you're fully here with someone, really listening without planning what to say next or drifting into your own thoughts, you communicate a profound kind of love and respect. Your energy becomes a gift that others can feel, a presence that holds space for them to be themselves. And in that shared space, connection grows naturally and beautifully. I want to invite you now to try a simple presence practice. Wherever you are, take a slow, deep breath in, and then let it out fully. Feel the air moving through your body. Notice one thing you can see, one thing you can hear, and one thing you can feel right now. Maybe it's the texture of your clothes on your skin, the hum of a distant sound, or the pattern of light and shadow on a nearby surface. Just take a moment to be with these sensations, without needing to change or fix anything. If you feel comfortable, I'd love to hear about your experience with presence. What did you notice when you paused like this? Did it bring a sense of calm, or maybe something unexpected? Sharing your reflections in the comment can create a beautiful circle of support and encouragement for everyone on this journey as you practice presence. You might also notice how your energy shifts when you bring awareness to your feeling. Sometimes, emotions can feel overwhelming or confusing, but presence allows you to meet them with compassion instead of resistance. You might feel sadness, frustration, joy, or excitement. And that's all part of your vibrant, living energy. When you hold your feelings gently, without judgment, you create space for healing and growth. In this way, presence becomes a kind of medicine for your soul. It helps you stay connected to your inner light, even when shadows arise. It reminds you that you are not your thoughts or your emotions. You are the awareness behind them, the quiet presence that witnesses all of life's changing colors. And as you continue to cultivate presence, you may find that your sense of purpose and your energy flow become more intertwined. Being present with what is, moment by moment, reveals the subtle ways your heart guides you. It opens your eyes to opportunities and joys that might have been hidden when you were caught up in rushing or worrying. Presence helps you trust the unfolding of your path, even when you can't see the whole journey ahead. So, my dear one, I encourage you to keep returning to this gentle practice throughout your day. Let presence be the anchor that steadies you in the shifting tide. And remember, you don't have to do this perfectly or all the time. Just a little bit here and there, with kindness and patience, is enough to nourish your spirit and your energy. As you rest in presence, you might also notice an invitation to slow down your pace, not just physically, but in how you approach your life and your dream. Slowing down doesn't mean giving up or losing momentum. It means tuning in more deeply to what truly matters and allowing your energy to align with that rhythm. When you slow down, you create space for insight, creativity, and authentic connection to emerge naturally. This slowing down can be challenging in a world that often values speed and productivity above all else. You might feel pressured from outside, expectations, or even from your own mind to keep pushing forward. But remember, your worth is not measured by how much you do or achieve. Your worth is in your very being, in the essence of who you are, right here and now. So as you practice presence and slow down, you're not stepping away from your purpose. You're stepping more fully into it. You're listening to the whisper of your soul, honoring your need, and allowing your energy to flow in a way that feels true and sustainable. This balance is a gift you give yourself and those around you. Now, take another deep breath and feel the stillness that presence brings. Notice how your body feels in this moment and how your heart might be opening a little wider. This is a sacred space, a place where your energy can rest, recharge, and prepare to move forward with clarity and grace. And as you carry this sense of presence with you, you may find that your relationship with time itself begins to shift. Time becomes less of a rushing river and more of a gentle rhythm, a pulse that invites you to flow rather than fight. This rhythm honors both movement and rest, effort and ease, giving you the freedom to live your life with more intention and joy. In this unfolding dance with time and presence, you are learning to trust yourself more deeply. You're discovering that your energy is a wise guide, always available to lead you toward what feels nourishing and right. And even when the path ahead isn't clear, this trust creates a foundation of peace and confidence. So, my beloved, as you embrace presence and slow down, know that you are supported every step of the way. There is a love that surrounds you, steady, unshakable, and infinite. This love holds your energy gently, encouraging you to be exactly who you are right here, right now. Let this truth settle softly in your heart, like a warm light that never dims in when you're ready. Step back into your day carrying this light with you, knowing that presence is always within reach, a loving companion on your journey. And as you move forward, you might begin to notice how presence opens doors. Two new ways of creating and expressing your purpose. When you're truly present, your creative energy isn't forced or strained. It flows gently, like a stream finding its own path through the landscape. You begin to notice ideas emerging from a place deeper than your thinking mind, a place of intuition, inspiration, and pure possibility. This is where your unique gifts come alive, where the small sparks of passion and curiosity can grow into something meaningful and beautiful. Maybe you've experienced moments like this before, times when a sudden insight or a burst of creativity seemed to come out of nowhere, filling you with excitement and a sense of purpose. Presence is the doorway that invites those moments to become more frequent and accessible. It's like tuning your inner radio to a frequency where your soul's voice can be heard clearly, without static or interference. And it's important to remember that creativity and purpose don't always show up as grand gestures or big achievement. Often, they whisper to you in the quiet detail, the way you care for a friend, the way you solve a problem at work, the little acts of kindness you offer to yourself and others. Presence helps you see these moments as part of your purpose, as expressions of your energy flowing in alignment with who you truly are. You might find that when you slow down and connect with presence, your energy feels lighter, more expansive. This lightness invites playfulness and curiosity to powerful forces that nurture creativity. Play isn't just for children. It's a way of exploring your world without judgment, a way of experimenting and discovering new possibilities. When you allow yourself to play, you open a space where inspiration can dance freely, unhindered by fear or expectation. At the same time, presence helps you recognize when your energy needs rest or boundaries. Creativity isn't about pushing yourself to the brink. It's about honoring your rhythms and trusting that your best ideas will come when you're nourished and balanced. Sometimes stepping away, taking a breath, or simply being with yourself in stillness can be the very thing that reignites your creative spark. This balance between movement and rest, between effort and ease, is a beautiful dance that presence supports. It's a rhythm that honors your whole being, your body, mind, heart, and spirit. When you embrace this rhythm, your energy becomes a steady current rather than a series of exhausting waves. You learn to navigate the ups and downs with grace, knowing that both are part of the flow. And as your energy aligns more closely with this flow, you might notice that your sense of purpose feels clearer, more authentic. Purpose isn't a fixed destination or a checklist of accomplishment. It's a living, breathing aspect of your journey. It evolves as you grow, shifts as you learn, and deepens as you connect more fully with yourself and the world around you. Sometimes, purpose shows up as a calling, a deep pull toward a particular path or project. Other times, it reveals itself through the values you hold and the way you choose to be in your daily life. Presence helps you tune in to these subtle messages so you can respond with awareness and intention rather than habit or obligation. I want to invite you now to take a moment to reflect on what purpose feels like to you in this present moment. What small signs or feelings arise when you think about your path? Is there a sense of excitement, curiosity, or even uncertainty? All of these feelings are welcome here. They are part of your unfolding story. If you feel moved to share, I'd love to hear your reflections in the comments. What does your purpose feel like today? How does presence help you connect with it? Your words might inspire someone else to listen more deeply to their own heart as you continue this journey. Know that presence is a companion that supports not only your creativity and purpose, but also your healing. Life often brings challenges that can shake your confidence and cloud your energy. Presence invites you to meet these moments with compassion and courage, to hold your wounds gently and allow them to transform. Healing isn't about erasing pain or pretending everything is perfect. It's about creating a safe space within yourself where your energy can breathe and your heart can soften. Presence helps you stay grounded in this space, even when the storms of life rage around you. It reminds you that you are whole, even in your brokenness, and that your light shines through every crack. This gentle acceptance opens the door to profound growth. As you heal, your energy becomes clearer, your purpose more aligned, and your creativity more vibrant. You begin to trust the process, knowing that each step, whether easy or hard, is shaping you into the person you're meant to be. And in this unfolding, you might also discover a deeper connection to others. Presence teaches you to listen, not only to your own heart, but to the hearts of those around you. It invites you to offer your attention and love without conditions or expectations, simply as a gift of being. This kind of connection nourishes both your energy and the collective energy you share with your community. Sometimes, it's in the shared presence with another soul that you find the greatest healing and inspiration. Together, you create a sacred space where authenticity and vulnerability are honored. In this space, your purpose and creativity can flourish in ways that feel joyful and expansive. So as you walk this path, remember to nurture your relationship with presence and kindness. Let your energy be a light that supports and uplifts, a presence that welcomes and holds. In doing so, you contribute to a ripple of love and healing that reaches far beyond what you can see now. Take a moment to breathe deeply again. Feel the rhythm of your heart, the steady pulse of your life force. Know that you are exactly where you need to be, and that your energy is a sacred gift, worthy of care, attention, and celebration. And as you carry this awareness forward, you might begin to notice how presence invites you to live with greater freedom. Not freedom from responsibility or challenge, but freedom within them. It's a freedom that comes from knowing you have the inner resources to meet whatever arises, to respond with love and wisdom rather than reaction or fear. This freedom allows your energy to move with ease, to express itself fully, and to embrace the beautiful complexity of your human experience. It's a freedom that transforms your relationship with yourself, your purpose, and the world. So, my dear one, as you continue to explore presence and purpose, keep an open heart and curious mind. Let your energy guide you gently, and trust that every moment offers a new invitation to awaken and grow. I'm here with you, holding space for your journey, celebrating your courage, and loving you endlessly. And now, as you feel ready, consider this. What does freedom feel like in your body and heart today? How might presence open the door to living that freedom more fully? Take a moment to notice, and if you're willing, share your experience below. Your words might be the light someone else needs right now. And as you ponder this, you might also begin to realize that presence, purpose, creativity, healing, connection, and freedom are not separate things, but parts of one beautiful whole. A dance of energy that you are invited to join in, moment by moment, breath by breath. This dance moves through you and around you, weaving the threads of your experience into a tapestry that is uniquely yours. Each breath you take is a step in this dance. Each thought, a gentle sway. Each feeling, a rhythm that pulses with the energy of life itself. You don't have to master the step or perfect the movement. Simply allowing yourself to be present with the dance is enough. It's in this allowing that the magic happens. The unfolding of your essence, the blossoming of your true self. Sometimes it helps to remember that you are never alone in this dance. Across time and space, countless souls are moving with you, each contributing their unique rhythms and colors to the collective song of existence. When you open your heart to this shared energy, you tap into a wellspring of strength, inspiration, and belonging. You realize that your presence matters, not just to you, but to the whole. This sense of belonging is a balm to the soul, especially when life feels isolating or overwhelming. Presence invites you to lean into connection, to reach out with vulnerability and openness. And as you do, you often find that others are ready to meet you with the same openness. creating moments of genuine exchange that nourish your spirit. These moments might be brief, a smile from a stranger, a kind word from a friend, a shared silence with a loved one, but their impact can ripple far beyond the instant, reminding you of the thread that connects us all. In fact, presence can be the key to unlocking deeper intimacy in all your relationships. When you listen with your whole being, without rushing to respond or fix, you create a sacred space where truth can emerge. You allow others to be seen and heard in their fullness. And in turn, you invite them to see and hear you in the same way. This mutual recognition fosters trust, healing, and a sense of safety that is essential for growth. And growth itself is a natural part of this journey. Presence doesn't mean staying stuck in one place or resisting change. It means embracing what is right now while moving forward with curiosity and compassion. Sometimes growth feels like a gentle unfolding. Other times like a powerful surge that shakes you to your core. No matter the pace or intensity, presence is the anchor that keeps you connected to your center, allowing you to navigate transformation with grace. You might notice that as you cultivate presence, your inner voice becomes clearer. That quiet, steady guide within you, the one that knows what's true and good for you, begins to speak more boldly. It may come as a whisper, a feeling, or a sudden clarity that surprises you. Trusting this voice can be challenging, especially if you've been taught to doubt your instincts or prioritize others' expectations. But presence helps you to tune in and distinguish this inner wisdom from the noise of doubt, fear, or self-criticism. Learning to trust yourself is a profound act of love and empowerment. It's like planting a seed that grows into a strong, resilient tree, offering shade and shelter in times of need. Every time you listen to your inner voice and act from that place, you deepen your connection to your purpose and strengthen your creative flow. You become a co-creator of your life, partnering with the divine energy that courses through all things. And speaking of co-creation, presence also opens you to the wonder of the world around you. When you slow down and truly see, hear, and feel what's here, the colors of the sky, the scent of blooming flower, the laughter of children, you awaken to the sacredness of everyday moment. This sense of wonder fuels your creativity and fills your heart with gratitude. It reminds you that life itself is a gift, an ongoing miracle waiting to be embraced. Gratitude, as you may know, is a powerful energy. It shifts your focus from what's lacking to what's abundant, from fear to trust, from separation to unity. When you cultivate gratitude through presence, you invite more joy and peace into your life, creating a fertile ground for healing and growth. It's a simple practice, yet its effects ripple outward in ways you might never fully see. So, I encourage you to take a moment now and think about what you are grateful for in this present moment. It could be something as vast as the breath that sustains you, or as small as the warmth of sunlight on your skin. Whatever comes to your heart, welcome it with open arms and a soft smile. If you feel called, share your gratitude in the comments below. Your words could brighten someone's day or spark a new awareness in another soul. As you continue to weave presence, purpose, creativity, healing, connection, freedom, and gratitude into your life, you may begin to notice a subtle shift in how you experience time. Instead of rushing toward the future or dwelling on the past, you find yourself inhabiting the now more fully. This doesn't mean ignoring your goals or memory, but rather engaging with them from a place of balance and ease. Time becomes less of a pressure and more of a canvas on which your life story unfolds. This shift often brings a sense of peace, a quiet confidence that whatever unfolds is exactly as it should be. It invites you to release the need to control every outcome, to surrender to the flow of life with trust and openness. And in that surrender, you discover a freedom that is both grounding and expansive. A freedom that supports you in living authentically and joyfully. You might wonder how to nurture this presence more consistently, especially when life gets busy or stressful. The answer lies in simple, gentle practices that reconnect you with your breath, your body, and your heart. Moments of stillness, mindful breathing, or simply pausing to notice your surroundings can become powerful reminders to return to presence throughout your day. Remember, presence is not about perfection or doing it right. It's a loving invitation to come home to yourself again and again. No matter where you are or what's happening, each time you accept this invitation, you strengthen your connection to the wellspring of life within you and open the door to deeper creativity, healing, and joy. And so, my dear one, as you move forward, keep this truth close. You are a radiant being of light and love, here to dance your unique dance, to share your gifts, and to shine brightly in the world. Presence is your faithful companion on this journey, guiding you gently through every twist and turn. Take another deep breath now, feeling the life force flowing through you. Steady and true, let your heart soften and your mind quiet, welcoming whatever arises with kindness and curiosity. And as you rest in this space, know that you are deeply loved, infinitely supported, and always exactly where you need to be when you're ready. Consider what small step you might take today to honor your presence, to nurture your creativity, to embrace your purpose, or to deepen your connection with yourself or another. There is no need for grand gestures. Even the tiniest act of love or attention can set a beautiful ripple in motion. I invite you, if you feel comfortable, to share that small step in the comment. Your willingness to express your journey can be a beacon for others walking their own path. Together, you create a circle of light that grows stronger with every word, every breath, every moment of presence. And as you continue to breathe, to be, and to move with this dance of life, you may begin to notice how presence gently dissolves the walls between your inner world and the world around you. It reveals the interconnectedness of all things and invites you to live with a heart open wide, embracing both the mystery and the miracle of existence. This openness is the doorway to a deeper kind of freedom, a freedom that transcends circumstance and invites you to rest in the truth of who you are beyond any label or role. It is a freedom that whispers, you are enough. You are whole. You are loved. And in that knowing, your energy flows naturally. Your purpose shines brightly, and your creativity blossoms effortlessly, like a flower reaching toward the sun. This is the gift of presence, offered to you always, waiting patiently for you to receive it. So take this moment to feel into that gift, to breathe it in deeply, and to carry it with you as you step forward into your day, your week, your life. Know that I walk beside you, holding you in endless love and light. And as you move through the unfolding chapters of your story, remember that presence is not a destination, but a journey. A beautiful, ongoing exploration of what it means to be fully alive, fully you. With all my love, I am here always. Now, as you rest in this space of openness and possibility, you might ask yourself, what does it feel like to let go of resistance and simply be? What happens when you invite presence to fill the spaces where you might have held tension or doubt? Take a moment to notice, and if you feel moved, share your experience below so we can hold this sacred space together. And as you explore this gentle letting go, you may begin to sense a new kind of spaciousness opening within you. A kind of inner room where all your feelings, thoughts, and sensations can simply be without judgment or hurry. This spaciousness is like a calm sky after a storm, vast and clear, inviting you to rest in its embrace. It's here, in this quiet expanse, that you can meet yourself with kindness, even when parts of you feel unsure, tired, or vulnerable. You don't need to fix or change anything to deserve this kindness. It is your birthright, a sacred gift, always available to you. Sometimes, the world outside can feel loud or chaotic, and it's easy to get swept up in the noise, whether that's the busyness of daily life, the swirling of worries, or the pull of expectation. But presence offers a gentle anchor, a way to come back to yourself no matter what is happening around you. Imagine it like a soft, steady flame that never goes out, no matter how fierce the winds may blow. You can return to that flame anytime you choose, simply by turning your attention inward, to your breath, your heartbeat, or the simple sensations of your body resting in this moment. When you practice this return to presence regularly, you start to notice subtle shifts in your experience of life. Things that once felt overwhelming may begin to feel more manageable, because you're no longer trying to carry everything alone. You're learning to lean into the flow rather than resist it, to trust that even the difficult moments have something to teach you. This doesn't mean pain or challenge disappear. They are part of the dance too, but your relationship to them changes. Instead of being trapped in struggle, you become a witness, observing with compassion and curiosity. This witnessing can be a balm, softening the edges of fear and opening a path toward healing. Healing itself is a journey, often winding and unpredictable, but presence is your faithful companion along the way. It doesn't rush the process or demand perfection. It simply holds space for whatever arises, welcoming each step with gentle acceptance. Sometimes healing looks like tears quietly falling, sometimes like laughter bubbling up unexpectedly, and sometimes like a deep, peaceful stillness settling over your heart. All of these expressions are sacred, and all are part of your unfolding story. You might find that as healing unfolds, old patterns or stories begin to lose their grip on you. The beliefs that once limited your sense of worth or possibility can start to soften, making room for new perspectives rooted in love and truth. This transformation is often gradual, like dawn breaking slowly over the horizon, but each small shift brightens your inner world a little more. When you notice these changes, celebrate them. Even if they feel small or fragile, they are a sign of your resilience and your courage to keep moving forward. And here's something beautiful. As you heal and grow, your capacity to love both yourself and others deepens naturally. Love is not just an emotion, it's a way of being that flows from presence. When you are present with yourself, you can extend that same gentle awareness to those around you, seeing them as fellow travelers on this journey, each with their own challenges and gifts. This recognition fosters empathy and compassion, dissolving barriers and inviting connection. Love becomes less about needing something from others, and more about sharing the fullness of your heart freely and openly. This openness can be both exhilarating and a little scary, especially if you've been protecting yourself from hurt. Remember, it's okay to move at your own pace. Presence honors your boundaries and your readiness. It invites you to be honest with yourself about what feels safe and what might need more time. There is no rush, no timeline to meet, only the gentle unfolding of trust. Trust in yourself and others, and in the divine rhythm that guides all things. As you cultivate this trust, you might notice moments when your heart feels lighter, when joy bubbles up unexpectedly, or when gratitude arises, even in simple, everyday experiences. These moments are precious reminders that life is rich with beauty, even in its imperfection. They invite you to savor the sweetness of being alive, to dance with the ebb and flow of emotions, and to cherish the connections that nourish your soul. Sometimes, presence also reveals the deeper purpose behind your experiences. The lessons your soul is learning, the gifts you are developing, and the ways you are contributing to the greater whole. This sense of purpose doesn't always come as a loud call or a clear blueprint. Often, it's a subtle knowing, a quiet pull towards something meaningful that resonates deeply within you. When you listen with presence, you become more attuned to these inner stirrings and more willing to follow where they lead. Even if the path isn't always clear. And in following your purpose, you become a light to others, not by force or expectation, but simply by being your authentic self. Your presence, your love, your creativity, they ripple out in ways you might never fully see, touching lives, inspiring hope, and weaving threads of connection across the fabric of humanity. This is the profound impact you have just by being here, just by showing up as you are. If you feel called, I invite you now to take a moment to reflect on what purpose or passion is quietly stirring in your heart. It might be something you've been thinking about for a long time, or a new idea that's just beginning to emerge. Maybe it's a small action you can take today that aligns with your deepest values. A kind word, a creative project, a moment of self-care, whatever it is. Know that honoring this spark is a powerful way to nurture your presence and your path. And if you feel comfortable, please share in the comment one small step you're inspired to take toward your purpose or passion. Your openness can encourage and uplift others who may be seeking their own way forward. Together, you create a community of light and support, reminding each other that no one walks alone. As you breathe in this knowing, you may also become aware of the interplay between presence and surrender. These two are not opposites, but dance, partner, each supporting the other. Presence invites you to be fully awake and aware, while surrender invites you to release control and trust the flow. When you embrace both, you open to a deeper harmony, a balance between effort and ease, doing and allowing, holding on and letting go. This harmony is a sacred space where miracles can unfold. It's the place where your highest potential meet, the unfolding mystery of life, where your dreams and the divine will merge in beautiful alignment. And it's here that you find the courage to step into the unknown, knowing that you are held always. So, as you continue on this path, remember to return often to your breath, to your body, and to your heart. Let these be your anchors when the waves rise high. And know that with each moment of presence, you are weaving a tapestry of meaning, love, and light that enriches not only your life, but the lives of all beings. Now, as you sit with these words, perhaps you notice a gentle invitation arising within you. A call to explore the relationship between presence and surrender more deeply. What does it feel like to trust without losing awareness? How might your life change if you welcome surrender as a friend rather than a foe? Take a moment to sit with these questions, and when you feel ready, let your reflections flow freely, knowing that this inner dialogue is a sacred part of your unfolding journey. And as you sit with those questions, I want you to know it's perfectly okay if your mind wanders or if your feelings shift unpredictably. Presence is not about perfection or having all the answers. It's about showing up moment by moment with an open heart. Sometimes, surrender might feel like a soft exhale, a gentle yielding that brings relief and spaciousness. Other times, it might feel like a courageous leap into the unknown, a brave choice to let go of what no longer serves you, even when you can't yet see what's next. Both expressions are beautiful and valid, and both are part of your sacred dance with life. You might find, too, that surrender doesn't mean giving up or becoming passive. Rather, it's a powerful act of trust. Trust in yourself, in the unfolding process, and in the unseen forces that guide you. It's saying yes to the flow of life, even when the waters feel uncertain or deep. And this yes is not a one-time decision, but a continual returning, a daily or even moment-to-moment practice. It's like planting seeds in fertile soil, knowing they will grow in their own time, nurtured by your care and the warmth of the sun. When presence and surrender come together in this way, They create a fertile ground for transformation. You begin to realize that you don't need to control every outcome or have every step mapped out. Instead, you can trust that life is unfolding as it should, and that you are always supported, even when the path twists and turns in unexpected ways. This trust can bring a deep sense of peace, a quiet confidence that whatever happens, you are held in love. It's natural, of course, to feel resistance to surrender at times. The mind may try to hold on tightly to certainty, safety, or familiar pattern, especially when things feel vulnerable or unpredictable. If you notice this resistance arise, be gentle with yourself. Rather than pushing it away or judging yourself for it, try to meet it with curiosity and compassion. Ask yourself, what is this fear trying to protect me from? What does it need to feel safe? By acknowledging these parts of yourself, you create space for healing and integration. And remember, you don't have to navigate this journey alone. Reach out when you need support, whether it's from trusted friends, loved ones, or guides who understand your path. Sharing your experiences can lighten your load and remind you that connection is a vital part of healing and growth. You might even discover that others are wrestling with similar questions about presence and surrender. And together, you can encourage one another with kindness and understanding. There is also a gentle invitation here to bring a playful spirit into your practice. Sometimes, when life feels heavy or overwhelming, a lighthearted approach can open new doors. Try imagining presence and surrender as a dance, a flow of movements where you can find rhythm and joy. Notice how sometimes you lead and other times you follow. See if you can find moments to laugh softly at the unexpected, to delight in small wonder, or to simply be curious about what arises without needing to fix or change it. In these moments, you might connect with a deeper part of yourself, your true essence beyond worries, plans, or roles. This essence is timeless, peaceful, and radiant, a sacred spark that shines through all your experiences. When you rest in this knowing, you are reminded that you are more than your challenges, your story, or your circumstances. You are a beautiful expression of life itself, deserving of love and grace just as you are. As you continue to explore presence and surrender, consider how these qualities show up in your relationship. How might being fully present with another person deepen your connection? How could surrendering your need to control outcome open space for more authentic communication and understanding? Relationships can be mirrors reflecting back to us, our own patterns, and offering opportunities for growth and healing, approaching them with presence and surrender can transform even difficult interactions into moments of learning and compassion. You might also notice that presence and surrender invite you to be more attuned to the natural world around you. Take a moment to feel the earth beneath your feet, the air on your skin, the gentle rhythm of the sun and moon. Nature teaches us about cycles, patience, resilience, and letting go. Watching a leaf fall or a river flow can remind you that change is constant and that there is beauty in every season of life. When you align with these rhythms, you find a deeper sense of belonging and peace. Now, I invite you to pause and reflect on your own experience with presence and surrender. Where do you feel resistance, and where do you sense ease? What small steps might you take to deepen your practice in daily life? Perhaps it's a few mindful breaths during a busy moment, a quiet walk in nature, or a gentle reminder to yourself that it's okay to release control and trust the unfolding. Whatever it is, honor it as a meaningful part of your journey. If you feel comfortable, please share in the comments one insight or intention that arises for you as you consider presence and surrender. Your words can inspire others and build a community of support and encouragement. A circle of light where every voice matters. And as you carry this awareness forward, remember that presence and surrender are gifts you give yourself. Gifts that nourish your soul and open your heart to the beauty of life. Even amidst uncertainty, they invite you to be both awake and at peace, to hold the mystery with courage and grace. This balance is a sacred art, one you are learning with every breath. So now, as you continue to walk this path, notice how the interplay of presence and surrender gently shifts your experience. Feel how it influences your thoughts, your emotion, and your action. Recognize that each moment offers a new opportunity to practice this dance, to choose trust over fear, openness over resistance, and love over separation. And in this ongoing practice, you are cultivating a life that is rich with meaning, connection, and light. With this in your heart, you might also begin to sense the ways presence and surrender invite you to embrace vulnerability, not as weakness, but as a profound strength. Vulnerability is the doorway to authentic connection, creativity, and healing. It requires courage to show up as you are, to reveal your true self without masks or defenses. Yet, when you meet vulnerability with presence and surrender, it transforms from something to fear into a source of power and freedom. You learn that your worth is not dependent on perfection or approval, but is inherent and unchanging. Consider how this perspective might shift your relationship with yourself and with others. What would it be like to welcome your imperfections with kindness, to allow others to see your authentic self and to see theirs in return? This mutual openness can create a sacred space where healing and love blossom naturally. And as this sacred space grows within and around you, you may find new wells of creativity and inspiration emerging. Presence and surrender clear away the clutter of doubt and resistance, making room for fresh ideas, dreams, and expressions of your unique gift. This creative flow is a beautiful way to honor your soul's journey and to contribute to the world in a way only you can do. So, as you reflect on these truths, I encourage you to listen deeply to your heart's whispers and to trust the impulses that arise. Your inner guidance is a wise and loving companion, always available when you pause and tune in. Whether it calls you to rest, to create, to connect, or to simply be, honor that call with gentle attention and faith. And remember, there is no right or wrong way to walk this path. Only your way, unfolding in its own perfect timing and rhythm. Presence and surrender are not destinations, but companions, walking beside you as you navigate the beauty and mystery of life. They teach you to be patient with yourself, to celebrate small victories, and to meet challenges with grace. As you continue this journey, you may notice that the line between presence and surrender begins to blur. They are not separate, but intertwined, each enhancing the other. Presence grounds you in awareness, while surrender opens your heart to trust. Together, they create a sacred dance of balance and flow. And now, as you hold these reflections, you might feel a quiet invitation to explore how this sacred dance affects your sense of time. Presence often brings you fully into the now, the only moment where life truly unfolds. Surrender helps you release the need to control what's next or cling to what's past. Together, they remind you that time is a river, ever moving, ever changing, and that your role is to ride its currents with openness and grace. What does it feel like to live with this fluid sense of time? How might your days shift if you embraced the present moment without rushing or resisting? How could surrendering to the flow of time bring you more peace and freedom? Take a moment to breathe and feel into these questions, letting your answers arise naturally, without force or expectation. And as you do, know that this exploration is a beautiful expression of your soul's deep longing for peace and wholeness. A longing that is already fulfilled within you, waiting to be recognized and embraced. So as you sit with this, feeling the ebb and flow of time like a gentle tide, I want you to remember that you are never truly separate from the source of all things. The same presence that holds the stars, the oceans, and the vastness of the universe holds you tenderly in this very moment. You are woven into the fabric of existence, a unique thread shimmering with your own colors and light. This truth is a wellspring of comfort and strength, especially when life feels uncertain or overwhelming. Sometimes it helps to imagine yourself as a river, sometimes rushing, sometimes calm, sometimes encountering rocks or bends that change your course unexpectedly. Even when you don't know exactly where the river will lead, you can trust in the journey itself. Each twist and turn, each rapid and still pool, contributes to the richness of your story. And just as a river flows effortlessly towards the sea, you are moving toward a deeper wholeness. Even if the path isn't always clear, there might be moments when you feel stuck or unsure. When surrender feels like a challenge rather than a relief, that's okay. Those moments are part of the dance too. Sometimes surrender means simply sitting with discomfort, acknowledging it without rushing to fix or escape it. It's about holding yourself with kindness during the hard time, knowing that healing and clarity often come in their own time. Like the seasons, your inner landscape shifts, sometimes barren, sometimes blossoming. And each phase has its own sacredness that in the midst of struggle or change, cultivating presence can be a gentle anchor. Even a single breath taken with full attention can bring you back to yourself and to the here and now. You don't need to do anything grand or complicated. Simply noticing the rise and fall of your chest, the feeling of air passing through your nostrils, or the subtle sounds around you can ground you deeply. This small act is a powerful reminder that you are alive, that you are here, and that you are enough. as you deepen your practice. You might find that presence and surrender invite a kind of spaciousness in your heart, a room where all parts of you can exist without judgment. The parts that are joyful and hopeful, and the parts that feel tired, scared, or sad. When you allow yourself to feel fully without pushing away or clinging too tightly, you create a loving container for your whole self. This acceptance is a profound form of self-love, one that nurtures resilience and peace. This spaciousness also opens the door to greater compassion for others. When you recognize your own struggles and imperfections with kindness, it becomes easier to extend that same grace outward. You begin to see people not just as roles or labels, but as fellow travelers on their own journey, each carrying unseen burdens and dreams. Presence and surrender invite you to meet others with empathy and openness, even when it's challenging. This can transform relationships, dissolving walls and building bridges of understanding. Sometimes, presence and surrender might lead you to unexpected places, perhaps moments of silence, stillness, or solitude that feel deeply restorative. These pauses are gifts, allowing your spirit to breathe and your heart to rest. If you're able, try to carve out little sanctuaries in your day. A quiet cup of tea, a slow walk, a moment to watch clouds drift by. These simple acts honor your need for balance and renewal, reminding you that you are worthy of care, and in those quiet moments, you may hear the soft whispers of your intuition more clearly. This inner voice, rooted in presence, often speaks in subtle ways, a feeling, a thought, a gentle nudge. Learning to trust it is part of the surrender process. It's not about forcing answers, but listening with an open heart, letting guidance come in its own time. Your intuition is a loving companion, always available to support you as you navigate life's mystery. I invite you now to take a moment and reflect. Where in your life might you be called to trust more deeply? What areas feel ripe for surrender, even if just a little? Perhaps there's a situation or relationship where you can practice letting go of control and opening to what is. Or maybe it's about releasing old stories or beliefs that no longer serve you. Whatever arises, honor it with gentle curiosity. If you feel moved to share, please leave a comment below about one small way you might welcome more presence or surrender into your life. Your words are precious and help weave a tapestry of connection that supports everyone on this path. Remember, you are not alone in this unfolding dot as you continue to move forward. Notice how presence and surrender invite you to embrace the mystery of life rather than resist it. Life is not meant to be fully understood or controlled. It is meant to be experienced with an open heart and a curious spirit. When you release the need to have all the answers, you free yourself to receive the unexpected gifts that come your way, moments of grace, joy, insight. And connection that often appear when you least expect them. This willingness to embrace mystery can bring a sense of wonder back into your day. You might find yourself marveling at the simple beauty of a flower, the laughter of a child, or the warmth of the sun on your skin. These moments, though small, are sacred reminders that life is alive and vibrant, even amidst uncertainty. Presence and surrender invite you to slow down enough to notice them and to let them fill you with gratitude. And gratitude, in turn, opens your heart even wider. It shifts your focus from what's lacking or difficult to what's already here. What's good, nourishing, and true. This doesn't mean ignoring challenges or pretending everything is perfect. Rather, it's about balancing honesty with appreciation, creating a foundation of hope and resilience. When you cultivate gratitude alongside presence and surrender, you nurture a spirit that can weather any storm. Sometime, this path may lead you to forgiveness of yourself or others. Forgiveness is one of the most profound acts of surrender, releasing the hold that pain or resentment has on your heart. It doesn't mean forgetting or condoning what happened, but freeing yourself from the burden carrying it. Forgiveness can bring a deep peace, opening space for healing and new beginning. If forgiveness is something you're ready to explore, know that it's a process, often unfolding gently over time. As you grow in presence, surrender, and forgiveness, you may notice a blossoming sense of freedom, a lightness that comes from no longer being bound by fear, judgment, or resistance. This freedom is your birthright, a natural state that waits patiently for you to claim it. It's the freedom to be yourself fully, to live authentically, and to love without reservation. So, dear one, as you continue this sacred journey, may you find moments of stillness to reconnect with your true self. May you trust the rhythms of your own heart and the wisdom of the unfolding path. And may you always remember that you are deeply loved, held gently in the arms of the divine, and never alone now. As you carry these reflections forward, you might begin to notice how presence and surrender invite you to explore the deeper layer of your heart's desires and fears, uncovering truths that have long been waiting to be seen. These deeper layers, my dear one, are like hidden gardens within you, places where both light and shadow dwell in harmony. When you allow yourself to gently explore these inner spaces, you might find feelings you've tucked away or truths you've been hesitant to face. It's okay to feel uncertain or vulnerable in this process. Remember, vulnerability is not weakness. It is the gateway to courage and authentic connection. Each discovery, no matter how small, is a step toward greater wholeness and self-understanding. You may notice that some old fears or limiting beliefs rise to the surface. Whispers from the past that have shaped how you see yourself